What's going on, y'all? Podcast episode 160. We made it to 160, baby. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I dropped a new song on Friday, 6 Cents. Got another one dropping this upcoming Friday. Yeah, man, just trying to keep it going, keep it moving. Got a new album dropping here in August sometime. And yeah, man, that's my music updates. My boy Alex came over yesterday to put some guitar down on a track. Definitely excited about that. I was looking back at all the releases this year, and once we release this new project, it'll be 50 songs that I've released this year. So yeah, man, it's been a productive year. It's been a busy one. It's had its ups and downs, but more ups than downs, I would say. So definitely excited about the year. Trying to close it strong, finish strong, keep at it. Not let off the gas pedal too much, but just find a nice pace that I can run at going into the new year. So, yeah, man, it's crazy to me that we're already 8 months into this year. But time goes by, and we just got to continue, as I've been saying. So, the last episode, I talked about being a pressure reliever. I feel like that's kind of our purpose in life, and in all things, really. It's just to relieve the pressure off ourselves, off the people around us, off our friends and family. In some way, relieving pressure. Whatever you're going through, or your people are going through, like, just maybe offering up a new perspective that they can use to help inspire them. Maybe it's having fun, finding ways to have fun with them, finding ways to make them smile. Maybe it's a phone call, and you just catch up. So any way that you can relieve pressure off yourself and off people, I feel like that's kind of our purpose in life. But I say that to say, on the last episode, I made a goal for myself, and I wanted to provide an update on that. So my goal for myself on that day was, find 3 people that I could take some pressure off of. And I kind of carried that goal throughout the weekend as well. And I wanted just to come back and share my update, hold myself accountable to it. So yeah, man. The first thing, and some of these might sound silly, but to me, they're signs of relieving pressure. So I do want to just say that up front. But yeah, man. So the first thing I did, and I felt like I relieved the pressure off of, was my parents. So they got a new car, not recently, but within like the past year or two. And they've been paying for like Sirius satellite, the radio thing. And they're like, man, why do we're paying $40 to $50 a month on something that like is so like trivial, and just, yeah, it's cool, it's in the radio, it's in the car, but it's an extra $40. Well, my dad also likes music. He's a huge music guy. But he's never downloaded or like messed with Spotify before, or like streaming services. So one thing I did was like I helped them set up Spotify in their car, cancel the Sirius bill. So they're saving some money. They have a better service. And yeah, man, it was one that I knew that my dad would enjoy. He's never really messed with like Apple Music, or he's always just goes to like YouTube, and he'll like search a video and be like, oh yeah, this song right here. But he likes making like playlists and different things, so I felt like Spotify was going to help him more, and canceling that Sirius bill. So I think they ended up getting the Spotify subscription so they could have access to it, but I think they saved like $25 or something. So not huge, but to me it was like, all right, I can help him do this, help relieve the pressure of a bill. And yeah, man, so that was one thing. The second thing, one of my good friends, Emac, he produces beats. When he's not mixing, when he's not recording, he'll make beats. And again, this might sound like kind of small and minimal, but to me it's a win. He sent it to me. He's like, hey man, I need your advice. Like, what kind of vibe are you hearing on this beat? And I kind of gave him my feedback on it. And I was like, yeah man, send it to me whenever you're finished. And a few hours went by, and he ended up sending me the record, and it was awesome, man. I'm like, damn, hell yeah. And he was thankful that he felt like my feedback that I offered up kind of offered a new direction for his beat that he was producing. So yeah, just super excited about it. I felt like that was another way of just relieving pressure. Not that I felt like Emac had a ton of pressure on him or anything, but sometimes when we get other people's advice on our music, it just like sparks a new thought or new creativity. So it's relieving pressure. And the third one that I'm pretty proud of, I had a friend come to me. He wanted to meet up. He wanted to talk. He had something he wanted to talk to me about, and I knew he was nervous. I was a little nervous because I'm like, damn, what's he wanting to talk about? And yeah, man, we ended up meeting up and hashing it out, and it was awesome, man. I walked away that day feeling like really good and inspired, like I had done something worthy, or done something of purpose, I should say. And I hope that he kind of feels the same. I think anytime you have like difficult conversations, whether good or bad, you're putting yourself on the line. It grows your friendship or the relationship with whoever you're having the conversation with. And yeah, man, and I hope I help kind of take some pressure off him, just by talking about whatever he wanted to talk about. And I don't want to discuss it because it's kind of personal. So yeah, man, I felt like it was very productive. It definitely was probably the strongest of the three examples of removing pressure and just kind of lifting it off of him. And yeah, man, just excited. I'm excited. I'm thankful that I was able to kind of be of service to people this weekend. And maybe I am in other ways on other days, but the fact that I was like trying to be aware of it kind of helped inspire me like a little bit more, almost to take it to like the next step. So it actually carried into today. This morning, I ran into a buddy at the gym, and him and I talk, and we just kind of know each other from the gym, but we were in the sauna together. I don't even know how it came up, but we ended up talking about like paranormal stuff, and it was awesome, man. Just like I know it's silly, but telling like ghost stories, but just relieve the pressure off the morning a little bit. At least for me, it did. I literally sat in there in the sauna like an extra 10 minutes just talking to him, and I just felt like, it kind of took my mind off worrying about having to get ready for work and, worrying about my time in the sauna and how hot it is and this and that. So, it was another good win for today of just starting it off starting the day off right with another example of relieving pressure. So I am going to continue it, man. I want to continue my goal of just kind of maybe 3 people a day, just helping to relieve some pressure. But I did want to at least kind of provide an update on where I was at. It's been, I think when you put yourself on the line of like, all right, I said I was going to do this, I have to do it. And you're not creating more pressure for yourself. I want to make that known. Like, you're not creating more pressure. You're relieving the pressure off yourself while helping others. So look at it like a good thing that you have to do it, So, yeah, man. Just wanted to kind of provide an update on that. Again, just being somebody that creates more peace in people's life. Somebody that creates more joy, more fun, more smiles in people's life. And, in turn, you benefit from that. In turn, you're benefiting from it. You're relieving pressure off yourself. Because life is hard, man. Life is hard. Job is hard. Family's hard. Responsibilities are hard. So if you can find a little bit of peace in your life to create more joy, more love, why not? Why not? If you're looking for permission, this is it. You shouldn't look for permission outside of yourself. But if you are, this is it, man. Have fun. Create more peace for people. Be of service. And just be a pressure reliever. Be a pressure reliever. Sorry, there's a little bit of rattling in the back. I'm in the process. I took down my whole studio, and I'm in the process of moving my stuff out. As you know, we're looking to sell our house here soon. And yeah, man, it's been kind of a little bit of a cluster, but it'll be worth it. So I got a bunch of stuff in my car, so it's kind of rattling, but it is what it is. Yeah, man. I know this episode was a little cut and dry, but I did want to just provide an update because I said I would. So yeah, man. Be a pressure reliever, and yeah, man. Hope you guys have a good week. I'm sure we'll talk soon. But yeah, man. Find 3 people to help today. Don't take on their pressure if you can't handle it, but just relieve it, man. Relieve it. Find, tell some jokes. Ask somebody about their weekend. Be positive about it. Don't let people complain. So, yeah, man. Have a good week. We'll talk soon. Much love. Peace.